Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be all about rainbows. That's right, we are going to go over different rainbow one strokes, different rainbow palettes, how to use rainbows in different ways, and we're going to be showing you 4 easy designs that you can do that are all about rainbows. So if you're looking for some easy rainbow designs to add to your next event or face paint board, stick around.
So these are all the rainbow palettes that I currently have. These are all individual one strokes, but most of them are part of a palette like these ones. And this one is also part of a palette. And if you would like more rainbow options, I also have the Fusion Body Art Mermaids and Unicorn palette. Now, none of these are true rainbows, which is why I didn't include them in this video, but this is a very good palette to have. It works for a multitude of designs. So this is a highly recommended palette, and I will link this in the comments below as well. But to our main rainbow one strokes that we're using today. Now this one is part of the Bawitsky palette that I originally reviewed in my first cheap Amazon palettes video. And this is just the Bawitsky Rainbow Cake palette. And it's pretty decent, but the colors do get pretty muddied on this one, so I don't use this one as much. But it is a very good option for a cheap rainbow if you're just looking to have a rainbow in your set. So if you're one of the people who are wanting to get into face painting and you buy the Bawitsky palette, this rainbow is included in it. And that whole palette right now is $21.99 on Amazon. Now these ones right here are all from Fusion Body Art, and this is probably the most expensive rainbow palette that I have. It is part of the Fusion Body Art Rainbow Paradise palette. It is currently $105, but it does come with 24 one strokes on it. And it is a very expensive palette. If you don't have that kind of money, then these are ones you want to skip. But a part of that palette, these are all different versions of rainbow on there. Now, every split cake on that palette is kind of a rainbow, but these are more of the traditional ones. And we have, in order, this one is called the Rainbow Flow One Stroke by Fusion Body Art. This one is called the Tropical Rainbow, so it's more warmer colors. This one is called Unicorn Magic, and it's quite darker. And then this one is called Tropical Bird. And this one is really fun to use for like sunsets and stuff. So, and these are all part of that palette. So I believe you can also purchase these individual. You would just have to look it up, but I will link the palette below. These ones over here are all Tag Body Art, and this is just their regular rainbow, which also comes in this mini size. This one right now on Amazon is $18.32, but all of these, like the Tag and the Fusion Body Art and the Diamond Effects, they are available on Amazon, but usually they are also available cheaper on Face Paint Forum, facepaint.com, or justpaint.com, and I will link those websites below as well. So this is their regular rainbow. This one is their neon rainbow, and this size on Amazon right now is about $17. This one is called Mini Fizz, and it has been a part of my kit for a long time. I actually really like this rainbow, and it works really great on people with tanned or darker skin because it shows up pretty bright on them. And then this one is the Fruit Salad Pearl one, and as you can see, it's got a shine to it. Once you get it wet, you can really see it well. And this one's a little bit more expensive because it's a pearl color, so it's metallic looking on the skin. And this one is currently on Amazon for $20.99. Now this one is Craze, and Craze makes a few rainbows. This is the bright neon rainbow. They also have one called Neon Days, which is very similar. And they also have one that is called Essential Rainbow, which is more of the traditional rainbow colors. I don't have those because I bought this one and I didn't care for it very much. They have a domed cake, which you can see here, and there are several manufacturers that make domed cakes. Craze is kind of known for domed cakes. And what I find with these domed ones is when you're pushing back and forth with a brush, you can see here, it pushes the paint because the paint gets so soft. And mine has gone from a dome to like a point like this. And it's really kind of hard to load the brush with this kind of setup, especially when you start getting the sides down towards the bottom of the container. It really gets hard to load a brush fully with this. So I did not spend my money purchasing the other rainbow colors they have solely because of that, because of this palette right here. Then these ones are my Diamond Effects ones, and I do like Diamond Effects. I've used mine up, so I had to buy 2 new ones. This is the large split cake, and this one is called Neon Nights, and it's currently $22.60 on Amazon just for this one split cake. It is cheaper. As you can see here, it says $15. It is cheaper if you buy it directly from Diamond Effects or Face Paint Forum or facepaint.com or justpaint.com. These are a little bit more expensive on Amazon. And this one is a really bright gray neon color. And this is their regular rainbow, and it is called Flabbergasted. This is one of their most popular rainbow colors, and I do use this one a lot as well. It's a great traditional rainbow color, although I do find that it gets a little muddied. And they also have this Flabbergasted color in the larger split cake as well. And this one I think is currently $15.86 on Amazon. So I'm going to swatch all of these for you in groups so that you can kind of see what they look like on my skin. My skin is very light, and on light colored skin, the neon and the original rainbow tends to show up more. Pastel rainbows don't show up as well on light skin. They show really great on really tan skin or darker skin. So that's something to keep in mind. You might want to have a range of different rainbows in your kit, just so that you have one that works on every type of skin color. So just to get started here, I'm gonna go get some water real quick, and I will swatch these colors for you on the back of my arm. So I have my rainbow water cup to swatch my rainbow colors for you today. I actually stole this from my daughter, so we're just not gonna let her know. I have this 3/4 inch 1-stroke brush. This one's from Bolt Brushes, and it is sold directly by justpaint.com. I like these ones. They make a few of them in this size with different sized brushes at the end, but I like them because they're so short. In comparison, this is my Art Factory brush. You see how much longer it is? Sometimes I really like to use these short ones because the end of it doesn't split as much when you're painting, and when you're just trying to get a really solid 1-stroke, sometimes these ones are a lot better to use. So I do recommend these brushes. I will link one of these below as well. So let's get started. First, I'm going to start with the cheapest, and I will move on to the most expensive. for our first design, we're gonna do one that works on arms and legs and hands and can also be put on the cheek. So it's a very versatile one. And I'm gonna use the Mini Fizz color from Tag. And I've got a black and a white. I've got a Diamond Effects and Fusion Body Art. I prefer the Diamond Effects for the black and the white, but this is what I had right now, so this is what we're gonna use. And I've got a 3/4 inch brush. I've got a filbert brush that's a size 8. I've got a round brush, and it is a size 5. And another round brush that is a size 1. We're gonna start out with our white and our 3/4 inch brush. Actually, we're gonna start out with our filbert brush.
So we're going to start out making a circle, and then from the top of the head go down and form the nose. And back at the top of the head, we're going to do an S-curve for the knee. Then a little triangle ear, and this is the base for any pony design. Now I'm going to switch over to my rainbow to do some swirls for the hair. And I'm going to switch up the colors a little bit. Make sure you get some on both sides of the neck and on the forehead. Now I'm going to use this yellow color in the middle of the palette to make a triangle on top to create the horn for the unicorn. And switching to a smaller brush, I'm going to do a few little small curls. Now with my liner brush and some black, I'm going to do some details. I'm going to first outline the face, give him a little nose mark, and create her eye with some eyelashes and a big pupil. I left a small white mark in the middle. Now outlining her neck and her ear. Then I'm going to detail some of her hair swirls. You can put as much or as little detail in the hair as you want. And now I'm going to start the horn and just outline the outside and do some S-curves down. Now I'm going to switch to some white and just add highlights here and there. I'm going to highlight the hair and the horn and make sure to highlight the eye. Now if you wanted to add glitter, this is when you would do it.
Okay, now it's time for our second design. This is also an arm one. Okay, so we're gonna start with the same brushes, 3/4 inch brush, filbert brush, a size 5 round brush, and I got 2 size 1 round brushes, one for white, one for black. And for our paints this time, I'm gonna stick with my black and my white. And I'm going to use 2 of the paints from the Fusion Body Art collection, the Rainbow Paradise palette. And this is Unicorn Magic and Tropical Bird, I believe. And this one, we're going to do a cute little dolphin design.
Now you can do both dolphins with the same rainbow palette if you like, because there are 2 dolphins in this design, but I like to do it with 2 different rainbow palettes. And to start with, I'm just going to do this big S-curve for the body of our first dolphin. And switching to the filbert brush, I'm going to do a little tail and a few fins. And don't forget his back fin. While that's drying, I'm going to switch to my other rainbow palette and make the body of the second dolphin, which is exactly the same, but just facing the other direction to create a heart. And this is inspired by the dolphin heart that is in the old Lisa Frank designs. And with our filbert brush, we're going to do the same thing and just add a couple fins. And a fin on the back, and a tail fin. Then I'm going to switch to a liner brush with some black to give them their outline and details. I'm going to start with his nose. My lines are a little wonky here, but this angle is quite hard to film and paint. And at the bottom, just do a little V with his tail fins coming off of it. Now I'm going to give him an eye. We want them to be happy little dolphins with some eyelashes and a few other details. Now switch to the other dolphin and do the same thing. I'm going to give him an open mouth so that they're slightly different. Do the same thing at the bottom with the V and the tail fin. Don't forget his eye. And I'm going to fill in where his mouth is open. Now I'm going to switch to a clean liner brush and switch to white to give some highlight. I'm going to highlight all the fins and the eye. And you can add any kind of splashes or swirls or hearts or glitter around these two dolphins. And I like using these dolphins as a base because you can do as little or as much as you want to around them based on how much time you have. So I'm just adding a few hearts here. You can add glitter or whatever. And there's our rainbow dolphin design. So for this next design, I'm going to use this neon tag one and the neon large split cake. And we also need for this one a skin tone. So I'm using this blue squid nude color that I have. And of course our black and white. And we just need the same set of brushes that we've been using this whole time. With our large 3/4 inch brush, I'm going to start with this little large teardrop design. And this is going to be the base of our mermaid tail. And I'm just going to do a simple tail at the bottom. You can make this as elaborate as you want. And with our tan color and our filbert brush, I'm going to do two little squiggles at the top that are like the mermaid's arms. And a basic outline of where her body is. It doesn't have to be perfect, it will mostly be covered. And then choosing whatever color you like, I'm gonna make her hair as she's swimming away. And I just did the pink and orange section of this large split cake. So with my liner brush, I'm just going in and outlining some details on her arms and in her hair. Now I'm going to outline her tail. And you can spend as much time making as many details as you want on the bottom. And I'm going to take the time to add some scales, which this can easily be added if you have a mermaid scale stencil and a finger dauber or a sponge. I'm just going to hand draw a few on here real quick. You don't have to put scales at all if you don't want. Sometimes I just put a little bit of a spread of glitter, and that works just as well. Now I'm going to switch to my white and put some highlights in her hair, on her arms and tail. Now I'm going to use this size 5 round brush and give some teardrop splashes around her edges to give her a little bit more of a dynamic design. Now what I'm going to do is get a finger dauber out, and these you can be found at any craft store or on Amazon. And making the sponge wet and the palette wet, I'm going to pick up this blue-purple color right here and just make circles. They do not have to be fully filled in circles. They do not have to be perfect. And these are going to be our bubbles. Now with my little liner brush and some white, I'm just going to go around the edge, give somewhat of an outline and a few highlights on each bubble. This is a real fast way to make some really interesting looking bubbles in any design. There you have it, our mermaid with a rainbow tail and rainbow bubbles. Now with my large rainbow split cake and some black, all I need is your favorite liner brush and your favorite sponge. And I'm going to use this half circle sponge because I can curl it into a circle. And I'm just going to put a couple of ambiguous wing shapes here. And we're going to turn these into a butterfly. With our liner brush, all I'm going to do is put in some line details to make a butterfly. These can be swirls or dots or lines or teardrops, whatever your favorite butterfly layout is. Then I'm going to add in a little butterfly body with some teardrop shapes and some long antenna. And you can finish this off with circles, dots, or glitter, however you like. And there's our quick rainbow butterfly.
Thanks for joining me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video about rainbows. If you liked this video, make sure you comment below which design was your favorite, or if you have any other questions about anything face painting rainbows, let me know down in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, make sure you subscribe if you like face painting content, because my channel is everything about anything face paint. And if you have any questions or any ideas for future videos, please let me know. And until next time, guys, stay blessed.